Breaking developments in KARE 11's ongoing housing hustle investigation and the first guilty plea in a sweeping federal fraud case tied to Minnesota's Housing Stabilization Services program. The charges were brought in the wake of reporting by AJ Legault and our investigative team as they exposed fake meetings, forged signatures, and taxpayer money stolen. AJ joins us now with the latest on this story. AJ?
Now, Jen, a systematic and wholesale attack on Minnesota's Medicaid system. That's how federal prosecutors described what happened inside the state's Housing Stabilization Services Program, or HSS. And now, one of the business owners at the center of our investigation is admitting guilt.
Homeless, desperate, and exploited.
And to wake up freezing ice cold and having to go outside and pee, and you can't move because you're so damn cold, it sucks. It really, really sucks.
Last fall, Julie Quiros responded to this ad in a gas station bathroom promising help. A company called Liberty Plus LLC offered Housing Stabilization Services, or HSS, a Medicaid benefit to help find and maintain stable housing.
Ad in the bathroom at Holiday, like it had a pamphlet, like a flyer that said need housing, need help with housing, Housing Stabilization Services, and they put their name and their number.
Julie called, gave them her Medicaid insurance info. Then she waited for help through a freezing Minnesota winter. Help that never came, even as Medicaid was billed in her name.
And you're sitting there in the cold thinking, okay, any day now. And that any day never comes.
When KARE 11 began investigating HSS companies, we found Liberty Plus's website to be as hollow as their promise to help Julie. It was just filled with stock images of people named Caregiver Name. Following KARE's reporting, there was an FBI-led raid on Adow's home, and he was among the 8 defendants charged in what the DOJ called the first wave of indictments. Anwar pled guilty Thursday morning to wire fraud, receiving $1.2 million in Medicaid billing as part of the conspiracy, telling his employees to bill as much as they could, and he wouldn't scrutinize the purported billable hours. Anwar's brother, Assad Adaw, ran another HSS company KARE 11 investigated.
We have so much work to do. I mean, I'm being asked questions here.
Well, people say you're not doing work, that you're billing thousands of dollars for work that's not being done.
Come on, man. Let's take the proper channels, man. I'm doing everything I am correctly.
Court filings indicate he too will soon plead guilty.
Anwar Adaw is facing between 41 and 51 months in prison. Sources tell me he, quote, weaponized incompetence to target the state's HSS program. The crackdown on fraud is far from over, with further arrests and charges expected in the coming months.
And AJ, I know you've been reporting on this since early spring. Do you have any idea how many more arrests might be coming in the future?
It's really hard to tell just how far they plan to push this federal investigation. We know 115 individual businesses have been stopped from billing Medicaid due to what the state labels credible allegations of fraud. Will there be charges in each and every one of those cases? We don't know.
Yeah, a huge story. Thanks for following it, AJ.